Oh hey guys, how's it going? My first vlog since coming back from London. Feeling pretty good. So on that vlog I did mention that I bought 2 SD cards. One for this camera and one for the fishing camera. Fishing camera had its, which I'm really thankful for because the SD card that was in there would not have gotten all the footage I wanted because I ended up getting like 12 hours of footage that I condensed down into what you saw on the previous video. So right now I'm doing a test on that other SD card and it's slowly going through. It's gonna take a while. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they sold me a card that identifies as a 1 terabyte, but it's not quite there. Come up here. Hey, Scamps, come up. Come up here. Or just meow at me, that's cool. Oh, careful. You're not carefuling, dude. Yeah, she loves her tree now. And it's pretty stable. It's like I said, I bolted it into the ground there, so it's not going anywhere. I'll catch her sleeping up here all the time. The problem is I walk out my door and she takes shots at me. Well, I want to go downstairs, dude, and you're a better wall than a doorway. Freaking cat. So yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this GoPro. This is the GoPro Hero 12, and I went to go and I was going to start filming when I got home, but the camera wouldn't turn on, and I discovered why. It's because the battery drained itself, because for some reason the camera is turning on its own for no reason whatsoever. So I don't know if that's the Hero mod getting in the way or what the dice is there. So instead of vlogging, I said screw it, and I went out and cut my lawn because it needed it. I should have done that before I went to London, but I didn't, and well, yeah, I had a hell of a time with it, but we got her done. We got her done. So yeah, good times, good times. So like 2 videos ago, I talked about going full-time vlogging and putting up a video every day, and you know, Bloke kind of talked some sense into me about that and how it was before, where I would basically have to force myself to come up with ideas, you know, and it became like if I missed a day I felt bad about it, and that's never good. You shouldn't feel bad about it. You should feel good about whatever hobby you do, right? You know, like when he tried to do the video every day back when he used to make videos, he even said, like, you know, you wake up in the morning and the first thought on your mind is, okay, what am I going to shoot a video about today? What am I going to shoot a video about today? And I'm like, holy shit, but I remember those days. Like when I went for 2,000 days straight, back to bickety back, farting out video after video, and it was all just garbage. It was forced, it was brutal, it wasn't easy, you know, it was pretty bad, and it wasn't fun. I lost interest in YouTube pretty quick, to the point where I cut back to a video every other day, and then I cut back even more to a video whenever I felt like it. I honestly think, oh, that dog's pissed. I honestly think Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule is probably the best, because you know, it gives me time where I don't need to film. So I know a lot of you are probably gonna be disappointed that I already made the decision, but it makes sense. And as for Bloke coming back to YouTube, guys, it'll never happen. Like he explained it to me and it made a lot of sense, you know, like when he went to Grand Bend to the drag show, he didn't really get to enjoy himself because he was too busy getting the shot. He was too busy trying to get the video of the cars and the drag racing, where he couldn't actually just sit there and enjoy the racing. And I understand that, because there's a lot of times I went down to London and all I did was film. Mind you, this time when I went down to London, all I did was film, except for when we were back at Bloke's house, except for on the closing day. We closed out the vlog together and that was that. Normally, like before, I would go down to London and it was like camera on all the time, and he wasn't even vlogging back then. Well, he was shooting videos. No, he wasn't. That's right. He pretty much stopped, but I was still going. And it was always like, what can I film today? What can I film today? And I get it. You guys come here to watch this stuff. You know, a lot of you asked me questions in the past, like, oh, is Bloke dead? He's not dead. You saw he's alive and well. Is Rickham dead? No, Rickham's not dead. He's actually working, which is why I didn't see him when I went down. He works at the mall in maintenance, and it's a big mall. He's busy, which is probably the reason why there hasn't been a YouTube update in forever. It's because he's working non-stop. Yeah, Rickham has a job, guys. So chances are he gets off work and he's just too damn exhausted to pick up a camera and talk to it. All he wants to do is just relax, chill out, get ready for work the next day. So if you're working, you should understand this. So that's probably why there hasn't been an update on Project Schoolie in forever. And yeah, that's why I mentioned in the video, like, don't bug me about Rickham. I didn't get a chance to see him. I don't know what the hell's going on, but he is alive, he is working, and that's probably why there has been no updates on his YouTube channel, because the guy's just busy. So there you go. But the drive down this time was different. I took my usual route, except for I let Google drive me down. I gotta say, Google did a good job, because normally it would take me 5 hours and 15 minutes from my driveway to Blokes, and this time going down it only took me 4 hours and 32 minutes. Now before, when I would go down in the G6, I'd be doing about $130, $140, you know, keeping up with traffic. Anybody who's driven Highway 11, 400 and 401, you know how it is. It's not speeding if people are passing you, and even at $140 people were still passing me. So I was in the truck, I was only doing that. I topped out, I just went to $120, because I find if you go beyond that, you end up spending more gas than you need to. However, the truck was getting 11 liters per 100 kilometers, and I managed to do the whole trip without, I filled up when I left on Saturday morning, and I didn't fill up until I got back. And when I got back, I still had a quarter of a tank. So 136 liter tank, whatever a quarter of that is, we'll say what, 35 liters ish, 33 liters. So that's not too bad. Like the G6, when I used to go down in that thing, I would fill up in North Bay and then fill up out there. I did a little bit more driving around sometimes. I'm pretty sure it cost me more money to go down. Well, maybe it didn't cost me more money, but I'm pretty sure I burnt a lot more fuel driving down in the G6 than I did in the pickup truck. But that G6 had some major problems. You guys remember my in-town driving of 23 liters per 100? I used to have to fill that car every week and a half. I could never go full 2 weeks on a single tank. I couldn't go paycheck to paycheck on a single tank. I used to have to fill up at least every 10 days because the car was just, there was something wrong with it. What? I don't know. But there was something critically wrong with it, where this beautiful machinery is freaking, I don't know, I love my truck. What can I say? Now, as for my tire problem, I put a video up a long time ago about my tire deflating, and I think I found the problem. I got to go to a tire shop. If you look right here where the wheel weight is, see this shit here? I sprayed the tire with soapy water from just a water bottle. Sprayed it on there like we did with Adrian's tire back in the day on the mini bike, and there was nothing coming off the top. Everything was fine there. I didn't see any bubbling. So then I sprayed the valve stem, nothing. Then I sprayed the whole inner sidewall, and it was foaming right here. And then when I cleaned it off, I realized, I don't even know if the camera's picking that up. Oh yeah, it is. That there's like shit there. So I can't pull that out. I'm gonna have to go to a tire shop, have them break the bead, clean it, rebead it, and that should be good. But like, I filled up the tire to 35 PSI last Friday. Currently today it's Wednesday. I'm down to 31 PSI, so it's not that bad of a leak, but nevertheless, it is leaking, and that is kind of annoying, having to constantly every 2 weeks fill up the tire to 35 PSI. And I don't feel like revisiting the old Pontiac G6 days of wake up in the morning, go outside, fill the tire up just so I can go to work. However, that tire was so feathered, that's why it was broken. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to a tire shop and get that looked at. When, I don't know. I gotta call around and see what's still open, because COVID closed down a whole bunch of businesses, right? So I gotta do some tire store hunting and see what's what, because as far as the tires go, they're in great shape. They're barely any mileage on it. Finally rolled over 40,000 kilometers on the truck. It only took me 7.5 years. We finally got 40,000 kilometers, so that's pretty good. I hit that on my way back, so I really couldn't have, you know, taken a picture of it. I was kind of bombing down the highway at $120. So right now we're at like 40,360 something kilometers, but I rolled over 40,000 K. So kudos. What else can I talk about? What else is going on in the world? Tomorrow I get to work from home, so that's pretty sweet. It's Wednesday, guys. It's also only August 7th. What the hell's going on with my skin? Wow. Yeah, I took on a lot of sun this weekend, but that's always good. Don't even know how I cut myself, but I must have. And then it healed. Anyway. No, but as I was down there, see, I'm not one to buy into these internet YouTubers that do advertisements on their channel, like whatever the case it may be. And I watch a lot of Cletus McFarlane because, well, that guy's just hilarious, and some of his builds are amazing. He talks a lot about this product called Athletic Greens, AG1. And I always figured, what's the difference between that and Super Greens from Walmart or from the Muscle Dummy store and all that? But then I was chatting with Bloke, and Bloke's on it. He's been on it for the past 3 months. And he said, he goes, mate, it's amazing. I wake up in the morning, I come downstairs, I mix one up. It's the first thing I drink, and it gives me energy throughout the whole day. He goes, I'm telling you, it's like night and day. And like for him to say that, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a go. So I put myself in an order for a 30-day supply. I used code Cletus to save some money at checkout, because I figured, you know what, well, might as well use this code, right? Because like Bloke didn't have a promotional code or anything, so Cletus keeps talking about it, save 10% and you get a bunch of shit, and you get a shaker bottle and all that. And I figured why not? Oh, and you also get like this vitamin B12 or something spray, as well as some travel pouches, which will be good for the next time I go down to visit Bloke. I'll be able to like whenever that is. I get every weekend off, so it could be whenever. It could be not this weekend, even though this weekend would be kind of cool, because I don't know if you guys remember the farm days, like Where's Bobby came fishing with us, but his buddy Tyler is putting on a party this Saturday, and he told me, he's like, hey man, if you can come down next weekend, I'm doing a party at my house and you can come and hang out and come to a party. Now I don't drink, so it would basically just be like Monsters or Rain or something that I bring with me, but I don't know if I really want to do another 800-kilometer round trip. No, 1,030-kilometer round trip just to I don't even know how many kilometers it is, to be honest. Probably should have checked that. But anyway, drive 8 hours just to go to a party. I don't really see that as being a good thing. You know, I had fun with Bloke this weekend, or this past weekend. Did a whole bunch of fishing, a bunch of pond hopping around London, checked out a bunch of different fishing areas, caught some fish. Bloke finally got on a fish, even though it was pretty much a baby bass, but still he got a fish, so that's good. Next time I go down though, Bobby said to give him some big time heads up, because he wants to take Bloke and I out on his boat on, I don't know what lake he's on, because he doesn't live in London anymore, he lives somewhere else. So he said he'll take us out on his boat and get us on some walleye or some bass, so that'll be kind of sweet, because well, boat fishing is always a lot more fun. But yeah, it was a good trip. It was different because, unlike, see, back in the day when I would go to Bloke's, we'd wake up in the morning, there would always be something that we'd have to get done, something work related, or go and do stuff or whatever. There was always something we had to do. So we'd wake up in the morning, have breakfast, jump in his truck, and we're off. And we would have to go to do stuff. And then before we go home, we stop off at the beer store, you know, get a case, and then go back to his place, cook dinner, get shit-faced, go to bed at around 2 o'clock in the morning, wake up the next day feeling like we got ran over by a pickup truck, rinse and repeat. Bloke doesn't drink anymore. He quit drinking, doesn't touch a liquor. His favorite carbonated beverage right now is that bubbly water, and he introduced me to an interesting flavor, which I found out is limited time only, and I checked our local grocery stores and I can't find it here, so I regret having a can down there because now I want it. It was bubbly coconut pineapple, and it was fantastic, and I can't find it, and I'm really upset by this. Why release a limited time offer thing and just tease, you know? Bastards. But you know, whatever, it's fine, I'll get over it. As long as I keep making the pineapple one. I really like the pineapple bubbly and the black cherry bubbly. They're my go-tos when it comes to the bubbly carbonated water with flavoring and no sugar. But I feel like if I'm gonna drink something carbonated, might as well go balls deep and have a Monster, right? Or a Rain. Bang's not too bad either. Bang's pretty good. It's got branched chain amino acids in it, just like the Rain, and the flavors aren't too bad. And if I want to up my arginine, I'll just go with a C4. They're pretty good too. But yeah, doesn't drink. I quit in 2018. He quit in 2021, 2022, somewhere around there. Hasn't touched it since. And like I told him, I said, yeah, last time I drank actually was last year at a party. He even said, he's like, yeah, I don't have the will or want to go back to it. I don't even know what a case of beer costs nowadays in Ontario. I haven't bought beer since 2018, and nobody's ever asked me to go pick up a case to go when I go out to their place or anything, so I don't even know. I shouldn't say that, because the grocery store, August 1st, they passed a ruling that grocery stores can now carry the 30 can boxes, and I saw that they were like $85 for a 30 can box or something like that. I think it was $80. I can't remember now. I know it was. I looked at it and went, holy shit, like that's expensive. Because back when I did drink, when I used to go to the beer store and buy the Pilsners, I was getting a 30 pack for $45 or something like that. Yeah, $45. Because I used to walk in with a 50 and come up with like $4 and change, so 45 and change. Where Now it's like super expensive, super expensive. So quit drinking, you save money, you have more energy, you don't get sick as often, unless you go to a sushi restaurant and you indulge. But that was my fault. I learned my lesson, staying away from the sushi restaurants, because bum pee is never pleasing. So, oh yeah, the bird's nested rod. I fixed that. I ended up just cutting a line off of it and respooling it because holy, it was bad. That reel just completely came apart. There was no fixing it. I tried to untangle it and I was like, yeah, no, you're done. You're getting respooled. So I put some more fluoro on it. We'll run it like that. That was my fault. I should have had the brake set and I didn't, but you know, you live and you learn. That and the lure snapped off, so the line just kind of exploded, but you know, you live and you learn. That's fine. Still able to fish with the braided one. And I had 2 other rods in the truck too. I had the potentially gonna snap it fake ugly stick, as I call it, the fugly stick, and then I have the ugly stick 6-footer with the shitty Dollarama reel on it, which is still going strong. I don't know how, but it's still going strong, and I've hauled some pretty big fish in with that thing and just won't quit. So that's cool. I'm okay with that. But yeah, next time I go down, bloke said he wants to do some carp fishing. I've never purposely carp fished. I did catch a carp on the ugly stick with the Dollarama reel, and it was a long battle. The one time I decided to go down, which I regret not bringing you guys, I just decided to go down after martial arts and go fishing before coming home, see if I can get on the walleye bite. And the cameras were all here and not with me, so went down there, grabbed the fugly stick, or grabbed the ugly stick, and my Pissy Fun, went down to the point. I was casting with, I was just using Senko's stick baits, but I had them set up on Wacky Rig, and a freaking carp bit it, and it was a 55-minute fight. I get him in a little bit, he'd pull line, I had the drag loose because 6-pound freaking mono. I don't know how he didn't snap it, but he didn't snap it. I yelled over to the guys across from me, hey, do you guys got a net? He's like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, I got something big on and I don't know what the heck it is, and there ain't no way I'm boat flipping it with 6-pound mono. And he's like, I got you, fam. So we get this friggin' Goliath of a friggin' carp landed, and he yells over to his buddy. He's like, get the scale. His buddy goes over and gets the scale, and he ended up hooking the net and the carp in the net instead of going through the gill plate of the carp, and it came back at like 29 and change. So somehow I was able to pull in a 30-pound fish with 6-pound monofilament using the drag system. I don't know. That's how it didn't break it, but if I would have tried to flip it, yeah, something would have broke. Oh, and the Dollarama reel, which it's making some interesting sounds. I don't know how much longer that thing is going to last, but I'm going to use it till it completely fails, and then we'll take it apart and take a look at the guts, see exactly what's inside that thing. And I have 2 others too. I got the one from Temu and another Dollarama reel too. Not to mention, if I snap the fugly stick, I'm just going to take that Shakespeare reel off of there and put it on my ugly stick and use that, because those reels are nice. They cast far. They don't mess around. So, but yeah, I didn't use any spinning setups when I was down at Bloke's. Should have brought the ugly stick with the Dollarama reel, but instead I decided to go dual bait caster, and it was, I don't know, I had a good time down there. It was different, but it was better. It was just all in all better. A good vacation. Like I said, it's been like 10 years since I've been down there. Last time I was down there was in 2015, May 23rd, for May 24 weekend. That video is called Lost and Found. If you haven't seen it, you can go back on my channel and find it and watch it. And it was just a weekend of our typical hijinks, getting drunk and acting stupid, which is literally all that happened. And that doesn't happen anymore, and I appreciate that. You know, for dinner on Saturday night, Bloke bought some burgers from, the hell was that place called? Farm Boy, I think it was. Real thick burgers with bacon in them, really good. And then Sunday night, it was pretty late. We were both pretty tired. We got a lot of sun that day. We were friggin' just bushed. We ended up going to this place called Sing's Pizzeria and got a pizza. Turns out it was a vegan pizza. We got a pepperoni pizza, but the pepperoni was made with beets. You can do anything with beets. Bloke has sugar for his tea that is made of beets. We had meat that was made of beets. I guess you can't call it meat then, right? But yeah, it was definitely different than what I was used to going down there, but I enjoyed it a lot more. So next time I go down, who knows what we'll be up to. Maybe I'll film it, maybe I won't. I don't know. Depends on what we do. If we do a lot of fishing, hey, fishing's fun. I don't mind filming the fishing. It was just kind of rough, like, with that camera, because you can't really hear Bloke too loud in the background. but you can sort of. I don't know. But yeah, we had a good time. We I don't know. We had a good time. I did some minor IT work for him. He has a TV in his kitchen now, but he wasn't able to sign into his YouTube, so I signed him in on the, he has one of those Amazon Fire Stick plugged into the TV. So I got him signed in on that so that he can watch all of his subscribers, because before he was just doing like I used to do on my TV. Go to the YouTube and let it play, and then it would build a profile based off what you're watching. And then I signed into my account finally. And then I got all my subscribers and all that. So anybody I'm subscribed to, their videos come up so I can watch them. But yeah, definitely a different weekend, but it was good, you know? Like I was always like, man, do I really want to go down and visit bloke? Because I don't drink and I don't like being around drunk people because they're annoying, which is why I don't go to the bar. Because people get drunk and they start acting stupid and they're like, oh man, they put your arm around you and shit, and oh man, I missed you so much, and like they're just slurring their words and they can't even keep their eyes open and they're drooling everywhere. No thanks. I don't need to be around that. But like I said, he quit drinking, so it's like, holy shit, this is perfect. This is perfect. Another one of these me walking around my backyard videos, eh? At least I'll get my steps in. What are we at for today? 8,000 steps. Decent. Very decent. Well, I say so anyway. But things I do want to get done. Probably see that camera in the window there. I kind of want to move it outside of the window and put it on the sill, run the cable through somewhere and put it right here aiming down. That way there it doesn't have to deal with that, because when I turn on the kitchen light, the light blasts off the window and causes problem. And the other camera I want to do the same with is the one that I have here. I want to move it because Wise now, before it was subscription based, you paid per camera. That was like $25 or $30 or something per camera for the Pro for cloud storage, where now it's a flat rate. You pay a one-time fee for unlimited cameras, so you can have like 20 cameras set up on your property and they're good to go. I still have another camera. No, I still have 3 more cameras to set up. Don't know where to put them. I might put them around the house, like inside, so I can monitor the inside when I'm not here. Should put one in the garage so I can monitor the inside of the garage, so that if a kitty cat meow meow gets in there, I'll know about it. Because I haven't seen that gray cat around since I made that video when I approached it. Well, last time I was back here doing the pace. But I have seen the Felix cat around. I call him the Felix cat because he's a pure black cat. Pretty sure he's a boy. And today I saw him underneath the Firebird when I came home from work. He came out, but he didn't really run away from me. He just kind of trotted off. He wasn't like the gray cat that like bolted. He just kind of stayed underneath the car, and then he just kind of went over top and he just kind of trotted off all nonchalantly. But there's been a lot of stray cats around, and he had a collar before, but I didn't see a collar on him. Something else I really need to deal with is this overgrowth. I need to disconnect my hose, get that out of there. You're probably saying, Adam, aren't you doing that right now? I'll deal with that tomorrow. Get that hose out of there. This can all go in the recycle on the side of the road, because that's Friday. Friday's recycling. And this door, remember how I said it was broken? It doesn't close. For some reason I have to lift it, so I'm gonna have to check on that too. But I don't know, I'll probably deal with this tomorrow. I am still doing the platform in the back of the truck. That's gonna happen probably this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. I'm supposed to go with my friend Jocelyn to go to a farm. Anybody who knows me knows that I freaking love cows, and if you didn't know that, that's a cow. 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 There's a cow down there. That's a cow. I have cows everywhere. There's a cow in every room in this house. I love cows. And then she goes and tells me that one of her friends has a farm out in Powassan Chisholm area, and she just bought some mini cows. Now, if you don't know what a mini cow is, it's basically a cow, but it's smaller. It's like the size of a dog that moves. I don't know if you can milk them or anything like that. I think they're just for show to have as a pet. But still, it's a puppy cow, and I want to pet the shit out of it. So we're going to go to the farm, and I'm going to pet the puppy cow. So we're probably going to make a video about that. And then probably the day that we're not going to the farm, if it's Saturday, then Sunday, I plan on going to Home Repo, getting the stuff, and we'll start construction on the platform. So that's my battle plan. Anyway, guys, a little recap of the video. So Scampers loves her tower. Bloke is doing great. He's losing weight. He's on the right path. He should be good for a while. Don't expect to see him dying anytime soon. I love cows. Building the platform. Got to deal with some raspberry bushes outside. You know the drill. So if you made it this far into the video, guys, comment raspberry bushes suck. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, and or concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it, and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.